From the station working for you, this is WRTV News at Noon, streaming now.
Now at noon, cutting a deal with the state. Coming up, how a company is now having to make good on promises made to people who used to live in a West Side mobile home park.
And I really don't think people should be afraid of the vaccine. They should go for it. There's absolutely nothing to it. It's been such an exciting day.
Well, it won't be in the United States for a little while, but the COVID-19 vaccine is being rolled out across the pond. We'll hear from some who got the shot, plus the latest research on the vaccine safety. Thanks for joining us here on the News at Noon. I'm Lauren Casey. Alyssa Donovan is standing by this Tuesday with a look at our forecast. Looks a little cloudy or something out there. Alyssa, you can't see downtown too well from that view.
I know. It almost looks like foggy outside.
Right.
But it's just really low-level clouds hanging around today and giving us this just dreary December day across central Indiana. We're socked in with this cloud coverage. That's helping prevent our temperatures from climbing up very much. We were in the low 30s this morning. Right now, just at 37 degrees, expected to climb a couple more degrees today, but it's going to be hard because those clouds are really preventing any sunshine from breaking through and helping us warm up. We'll continue to see that cloud coverage as we head into the afternoon and evening. Maybe a peak of sunshine here and there in certain parts of the state, but a lot of us are just going to continue to see some very gloomy skies. As we head into the afternoon, we're also going to see those winds pick up. So light winds right now, but they have started to shift. They're becoming more southwesterly by this afternoon and evening. We're going to see those wind gusts up to 15 to 20 miles per hour. So you're going to notice that breeze when you step outside tonight. Temperatures today still climbing into the upper 30s, low 40s in some locations. Much warmer weather on the other side of this. I'll have those details in just a few minutes.
All right, Alyssa, thank you so much. New this midday, the state attorney general's office has formally settled with the company that used to own the I-70 mobile home park. That's the park that forced people to leave last year without giving them the titles to their mobile homes. WRTV began reporting on the mobile home park on West Morris Street last August. That's when the owner, Blue Lake Incorporated, said it was evicting all of its residents. Following our reporting, Attorney General Curtis Hill obtained a restraining order stopping the evictions. Those who lived there were eventually given checks for up to $3,000 to help them move before the mobile home park was closed this past February. Under the settlement, Blue Lake must return all mobile home titles to their owners, but the company does not have to admit any wrongdoing. Indiana has surpassed another grim milestone during this coronavirus pandemic. Today, 124 additional deaths were reported. That pushes Indiana well past the 6,000 deaths since the pandemic began. 6,109 Hoosiers have now died with the virus. The State Health Department also reports more than 5,400 new cases were reported today, as the infection rate has not slowed down much here. And COVID-19 hospitalizations continue to creep up slightly once again. The health department says 3,250 people with the virus are being treated at Indiana hospitals right now. Also new today, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has confirmed safety data and effectiveness of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine. An FDA advisory committee will consider the vaccine for emergency use authorization in the United States. Today, the group released a new briefing document ahead of Thursday's meeting. It confirms the vaccine is 95% effective against COVID-19, as Pfizer has previously reported. The document also says that the safety profile of the vaccine is, quote, favorable. It says that the most common adverse reactions are reactions at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle pain, chills, joint pain, and fever. Pfizer vaccine is the one that has been rolled out in the UK, and we'll have more on that coming up later on the News at Noon. Well, it's a done deal in Shelby County, where homeowners have spent months expressing their concerns about massive solar farm projects.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Approved 2-1.
Shelby County Commissioners approved a new set of rules from the Plan Commission governing the installation of solar farms. Homeowners who oppose the future solar projects had long pushed Shelby County leaders for tougher regulations. They're still concerned that not enough was done to protect prime farmland and property values. But those who fought the solar projects say that they'll be vigilant, even if and when solar companies apply to set up their operations.
If they decide to come in, we will most definitely be present at those meetings, asking questions, wanting answers.
You know, we actually made some steps forward. There are some things I would like to see differently within the way the ordinance is. Some improvements that could still happen, but it was a step in the right direction.
Well, a company called S-Power from Utah has expressed interest in Shelby County, but so far the company has not filed any official paperwork. Well, the YMCA of Muncie wants to consolidate their two facilities into one building. Right now, the plan calls for an entirely new facility to be built at the Toohey Park, but some people who live near the park are not buying into the plan. The YMCA says the park is their best option because of its visibility, accessibility, safety, and affordability. Beth Mesner and others who live in the area say that they support the YMCA, but they don't agree with this plan.
We don't have concerns about the wise decision to consolidate, to build a new space. And we understand their desire to try to stay in the downtown area to enhance the economic development and further the community's master plan. All of that is wonderful. The thing that we have concerns about is taking away parkland in a city that already is depleted in parkland, are a huge concern about the privatization of public land. That is opening a door that should never be opened.
Muncie's mayor supports the YMCA's proposed move. He says more people would use the Y if it's located in the park. New tools, training, and initiatives are coming to several Indianapolis agencies and departments. The Indy Autism Project aims to put central Indiana on the map as a place for people on the autism spectrum to safely live, work, play, and visit. Law enforcement officers, Indigo bus drivers, Indy Parks, and other city employees will undergo training to better understand individuals with autism. The city's hospitality and tourism industry will also work to make events more sensory friendly.
I look at this project as a way to lead with kindness. And that's who our city is. We are a kind city who gives grace. And that's what this does, is we look at people and celebrate the differences.
Well, the Indy Autism Project is being funded entirely by donations, including a large contribution from the Autism Society of Indiana. Well, the vaccine is finally available, but only across the sea. Next, we'll show you who among those is first in line to be vaccinated against the coronavirus. Alyssa.
And today is another chilly day. Temperatures a little bit below average, cloudy skies, a gloomy December day, highs only into the 30s. But looking ahead, Wednesday and Thursday, we start that warming trend. We are back into the 50s, some showers in the forecast as well. I'll break down everything you need to know coming up.
By medicine, life may be prolonged. That line from a Shakespeare play, Cymbeline, is appropriate for the day that the coronavirus vaccine finally became available. A man who shares the same name as the legendary playwright was even the second person to receive the vaccine in the UK. ABC's Julia McFarlane has more.
This historic morning began with patient A, 90-year-old Maggie from Northern Ireland, after becoming the world's first person to be inoculated with the authorized vaccine from Pfizer and BioNTech.
Hopefully it'll help other people come along and do as I did.
Maggie was closely followed by, and you can't make it up, William Shakespeare from Warwickshire. They, alongside thousands more elderly over the age of 80, are first in line for the vaccine, the most at risk from the virus that has devastated Britain and the world this year. The UK has the highest death toll from COVID-19 in Europe, and after a difficult year fighting the pandemic, a troubled test and trace programme, and the Prime Minister himself falling seriously ill from the virus, Britain today is celebrating a world first.
It's amazing to see the vaccine coming out. It's amazing to see this tremendous shot in the arm for the entire nation, but we can't afford to relax now.
Operation Courageous is rolling out in 70 hospitals across the UK today, since large treatment centres have the ultra-cold freezers needed to keep the vaccine at -94 degrees. Britain has 800,000 doses, enough to vaccinate 400,000 people in this initial phase. The Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine requires 2 doses, both spaced 21 days apart, with full immunity guaranteed from 7 days after the second dose. The National Health Service is recruiting and training tens of thousands of extra staff and volunteers to help administer these injections. The British government hoping that more than 50 million people will get vaccinated, a huge challenge both of logistics and of persuasion. Julia McFarlane, ABC News, London.
Well, the importance of representation during the holidays. Next, we'll show you why it's important for kids to see themselves in Santa Claus and how one of the biggest attractions here in the city is helping to make that happen. Let's take a live look outside right now from our tower camera here. Kind of a gloomy day for our Tuesday, but we have good news just ahead this week. Alyssa Donovan will break it down for us coming up here on the News at Noon. Stick around. Well, for Hoosiers that celebrate Christmas, the arrival of Santa Claus is only 17 days away. The beautiful thing about Santa is that he represents all of us. Santa can laugh like you, talk like you, and most importantly, he can look like you as well. Our own Stephanie Wade shows us how one organization is sharing the importance of representation when it comes to Old St. Nick.
Santa is definitely a tradition at the Children's Museum.
It wouldn't be Christmas time without a photo op with Santa.
He'll actually be behind a barrier, but your family can sit there right in front and still do the tradition of getting a great picture.
Though different this year.
No sitting on Santa's lap, but we opened the mid of November and it's been going really well and families seem to be very happy. We are keeping up with all the safe social distancing and of course we've got a very rigorous cleaning schedule.
The Children's Museum of Indianapolis is continuing the holiday tradition, including a variety of Santas.
Black Santa is very important because we want to celebrate the diversity of our visitation, and everyone wants to see, you want to see yourself when you come in the museum.
You can search on their website their list of certified Santas and see when they're scheduled, recognizing the importance of representation of all communities.
We definitely have had that appreciation of families that, either it was a surprise or they sought out our Santas. And so just that recognition, again, of being able to see themselves.
The museum also offers a theater show called Santa Clues, looking at the origin story of Santa and how he is portrayed in different cultures.
We also want to celebrate that Santa Claus or St. Nicholas is a very diverse tradition that's celebrated around the world. And we actually know that kind of the origin story of Santa probably originated in what is now Turkey. So it's most definite that Santa was of an ethnicity that he's not necessarily white European.
Knowing it can sometimes be difficult to find organizations and locations where Black Santas might be this holiday season, the Children's Museum wants people to know you can count on them.
And really what it all comes back to is celebrating the gifts of the season and kind of that spirit of being kind and thoughtful to other people.
Stephanie Wade, WRTV.
Stephanie, thank you. And you can learn more about Santa's presence here in Central Indiana by visiting WRTV.com. And if you can't make one of those in-person visits, the Children's Museum is also offering virtual visits with Santa this year. All right, Alyssa, it is pretty cold out there. It's starting to feel like Christmas time here in the Hoosier State. What can people expect for their lunch hour?
Yes, it's definitely December-like weather outside. And the good news is we do have a warming trend on the way. But today is a little chilly. Temperatures just a smidge below our averages for this time of year. Our warmest day is going to be on Friday as we start to trend those temperatures a bit higher. Then this weekend, we have rain on tap starting Friday night and Saturday. By Sunday, colder air moves back in. So don't get used to those warmer temperatures that are on the way. Right now, a gloomy day, cloudy skies across central Indiana. 37 in Indianapolis, feels a little bit more like 32 because of those winds. They're currently out of the south, about 6 miles per hour. It's not that frigid northerly wind that we had yesterday, though. So while it's still very cold, it doesn't feel quite as that chill in the air that we had yesterday. So we have that system that moved through overnight that's brought us quite a bit of cloud coverage that's really just stalled out over Indiana, bringing us plenty of clouds throughout our Tuesday. We'll continue to see those clouds as we head into the afternoon and evening. Possibility of maybe a little bit of a break in the clouds late in the afternoon, which could bring us some sunshine. But if we do see that, it will be very brief. Besides that, we're going to see those winds picking up this afternoon as well. And that's just due to that shift in that temperature trend. We're going to see those winds out of the southwest as we head into this afternoon, about 15 to 25 miles per hour. Those are really going to start picking up about 5 or 6 o'clock tonight, with them peaking overnight close to midnight around 25 miles per hour. That's not damaging winds, but it's just something that you'll probably notice as you're going to bed tonight. Looking at those temperatures, we are going to continue that climb over the next couple days, and that's due to a southwest flow that's coming in. That's bringing that ridge of warmer and more mild air up from the southwest. So today our high 39 degrees. We're almost there, and it doesn't even feel very warm. 50 on Wednesday, 52 by Thursday, 56 is our warmest day in the forecast on Friday, and that's also when we see a lot more moisture coming in. We have this system just to the southwest of us that's going to be pushed in as that ridge moves in as well, and that will bring us widespread showers starting late Friday, overnight Friday, and into Saturday. And as we get closer to when that system is going to make its way into central Indiana, of course, we'll let you know just how much rainfall to expect at your house. At this point, it does look like quite a bit of moisture associated with this system, so we could have some higher rainfall totals on Saturday. Looking ahead, that warm up just around the corner. You just have to get through today, and then we are into the 50s tomorrow. It's going to feel a lot warmer as we climb 10 degrees, and then Saturday's when that rain happens, and then we are back into the 30s Sunday.
Alyssa, thank you. If you're having trouble finding that Baby Yoda toy that someone special is asking for this holiday season, you may be tempted to start searching for it online. But you need to be careful. Tim Maniscalco with the Better Business Bureau tells us that search may turn up more headaches for you instead of that special gift.
Each year, there are toys that are the must-have toys for kids. This year, it seems to be Baby Yoda. The scammers know that these toys are in short supply, so what they will do is they will create fake websites. They will offer these toys at incredibly low prices, and when you go to search online to see if you can find it, lo and behold, you're going to find a toy, and it's at a great price. So just be very, very careful when you come onto these sites, because if you do buy something from them, either nothing is going to show up or some little cheap knockoff is going to show up. We had one report where a person got a little stuffed toy that you could get out of an arcade game, that type of thing. So you always want to buy from a reputable company that you know is legitimate out there. Also, when you go to any website, look for the letters HTTPS. S is the important letter up in the URL bar. So just do a little bit of research before you actually buy something. And if it seems like an incredibly low price from a website that you've never seen before, be very, very careful.
Tim, thank you. And there's more on this and other holiday scams at the Better Business Bureau's website. Just visit bbb.org. A reminder, you still have time to be part of this year's 20th annual WRTV Toy Drive. You can drop off new unwrapped toys at 17 different U-Store locations until this Friday, December 11th. You can also take part in the Indy Fuel Teddy Bear Toss during Friday's game at the Indiana Farmers Coliseum. For more information, you can visit WRTV.com/Toy Drive. Thanks for your donations. When we come back, it is time for our Pet of the Week, and today we have a sweet peach picked out just for you. We'll introduce you to this pup when we come back here on the News at Noon. Stick around. Welcome back. It is Tuesday, so it's time for our Pet of the Week, and we want you to take home Peach. Peach is a super sweet girl, and Humane says that she's their longest-term resident at the shelter. She's been looking for her forever home for more than a year now. Peach is very people-oriented and fancies herself a lap dog. She's also a fun, active girl who enjoys playing with toys, and she knows how to play fetch. Peach is looking for a home where she can be the only pet, and she would do best at a home without small children, but she might do well with older children. She's also about 4 years old, and she's available with a $50 adoption fee. If you think you'd like to meet Peach and maybe take her home, you can make an appointment to get to know her. Just go to indyhumane.org. Sweet girl there. All right, Alyssa, people are heading out maybe to walk the dog today. Are they going to be able to do that this afternoon?
You know what? If you're going to go out today, you should bundle up. It's cold out there. Warm jacket, hat, and gloves. Temperatures today only climbing into the upper 30s. Cloudy day as well. If you look outside, it's just darn gloomy outside. Temperatures will climb, though, as we head towards the weekend into the 50s tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. By Friday, 56 degrees. And then we do have some rain coming in Friday night and into Saturday.
Well, Alyssa, thank you, and thank you for joining us and making WRTV your choice for news. Come back and join us for the news at 5. Have a great afternoon.